Have you ever wondered if your thoughts could actually change your body right down to your DNA? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie. But what if I told you that groundbreaking science is starting to suggest this might be true? Today, we're diving deep into the incredible connection between your mind and your biology. This isn't just about positive thinking. This is about the tangible, physical power of your consciousness. Is cheeky around, because what you're about to hear could fundamentally change how you see yourself and your health. So, let's start with the basics. Our DNA is often seen as this fixed, unchangeable blueprint we inherit from our parents. It determines our eye color, our height, and our predisposition to certain health conditions. For a long time, the central dogma of biology was that our genes are our destiny. But a revolutionary new field called epigenetics is completely rewriting that story. Epigenetics literally means above or on top of genetics. It is the study of how our behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way our genes work. Imagine your DNA is like a massive library of books. These books contain all the instructions for building and running your body. Now, epigenetics is like the librarian who decides which books get read and which ones stay on the shelf. It doesn't change the words in the book, sure. Actual DNA sequence, but it can put sticky notes on them, highlighting certain chapters or closing others off completely. These sticky notes are chemical tags that attach to your DNA, telling your cells which genes to turn on or off. Where do our thoughts and feelings fit into all of this? This is where it gets truly fascinating. When you experience stress, joy, love, or fear, your brain releases a cascade of chemicals, hormones, and neurotransmitters. These chemicals don't just stay in your head. They travel throughout your entire body and can directly influence those epigenetic tags. Let's take a look at a classic example. Stress. When you're constantly worried or anxious, your body produces high levels of the stress hormone, cortisol. Chronic exposure to cortisol has been shown to alter the epigenetic markers on genes related to inflammation and immune response. Essentially, persistent negative thoughts can signal your body to switch on genes that make you more susceptible to illness. On the flip side, feelings of happiness, gratitude, and love can produce a very different chemical environment, one that promotes health and resilience. Now, let's talk about some incredible research that backs this up. One of the most famous experiments in this area was conducted by the military. They took samples of DNA from volunteers and then sent these volunteers into another room. Scientists then stimulated the volunteers emotionally by showing them different videos. Some were calming, others were highly emotional. What they found was mind-blowing. The DNA, which was in a completely different location, reacted at the exact same moment the person was experiencing the emotion. It was as if the DNA was still connected to the person by some unseen energy field. This suggests our emotions can have a non-local effect, influencing our biology instantaneously, regardless of distance. Another fascinating study comes from the HeartMath Institute. They've done extensive research on the power of coherent heart states, which are achieved through positive emotions like gratitude and appreciation. They had people hold a test tube containing DNA while generating these positive feelings. Their research showed that when people were in a state of love and appreciation, they were able to intentionally change the shape of the DNA. The DNA would actually unwind and relax. When they generated feelings of anger or frustration, the DNA tightened up and became more condensed. This physical change in the DNA's structure can affect which genes are available to be read and expressed. Think about that for a moment. Your feelings can physically alter the shape of your DNA molecules. This brings us to the power of meditation and visualization. For thousands of years, ancient traditions have taught that the mind can heal the body. Now, science is finally catching up. Studies on long-term meditators have shown significant epigenetic changes. For example, one study found that a day of intensive mindfulness meditation could alter the expression of genes involved in inflammation and cellular stress. Participants who meditated showed a downregulation of pro-inflammatory genes, suggesting that meditation can create a genetic environment that combats stress and disease. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and author, has documented thousands of cases of people who have healed themselves from chronic and even terminal illnesses using focused intention and meditation. His work is built on the principle that if your thoughts can make you sick, they can also make you well. He teaches people how to enter a state of deep meditation where they can consciously change their brainwave patterns and emotional states by repeatedly generating the feelings of their desired future where they are healthy and whole. They begin to send new signals to their genes. They are, in essence, becoming their own epigenetic engineers, telling their bodies to build a new, healthier reality. So what does this mean for you right now in your daily life? It means you have more power over your health and well-being than you've ever been led to believe. Your thoughts are not just fleeting, intangible things. They are electrochemical events that have real physical consequences. Every time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, every time you practice gratitude, every time you take a moment to breathe and calm your nervous system, you are actively participating in your own genetic expression. You can start today. Begin a simple gratitude practice. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act can shift your emotional state and, over time, can have a profound impact on your biology. Try a 5-minute guided meditation. There are tons of free resources right here on YouTube. The goal is to quiet the constant mental chatter and create a space of inner peace. Practice visualization. Imagine your body's cells as healthy, vibrant, and full of energy. See yourself living the life you want, feeling the way you want to feel. When you combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, you're giving your body a new map for the future. This isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. It's about consciously choosing how you respond to them. It's about realizing that your internal world creates your external reality, right down to the cellular level. The science of epigenetics is showing us that we are not victims of our genetic code. We are the authors of our life story, and our thoughts are the pen. The idea that our minds can influence our DNA is one of the most empowering discoveries of our time. It bridges the gap between science and spirituality and puts the power of healing and transformation directly into our hands. So, the next time you find yourself caught in a loop of negative thinking, remember this: your thoughts are sending signals to your genes. What message do you want to send? Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey into the mind-body connection. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that empowers you to create your best life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced the power of your mind to heal? Share your story. Until next time, take care and think well.